The Labour group also noted that adjustments must be made before the minimum wage can go into effect. Now, a few states in the country have set up a committee to oversee the shift. Now, the president of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, signed a new minimum wage bill into law on the 29th of July, which we did discuss here, establishing a minimum wage of 70,000 naira, which is $45 for workers across Nigeria. After months and months of deliberation between the labor unions in Nigeria and the Nigerian government as well. Now, prior to being signed, the new minimum wage had been approved on the 17th of July after the Nigerian Labour Congress warned of a possible month-long strike if the government attempted to deregulate the national minimum wage. Now, of course, they went on that strike, a one-day strike, on a single-day strike in June. They sought the complete halt of economic activities. In fact, Power Holding Company of Nigeria also seized the lights. The country was almost at the shutdown at that time. Now, since the signing of the bill, only 7 of Nigeria's 36 states, including Kano, Kwara, Ogun, Borno, Jigawa, Ondo, and Abia states, have set up implementation committees for the recently approved minimum wage. Some of the state governors, of course, did come out to complain that we might not be able to meet up with the requirements of the federal government to pay 70,000 naira to every worker in our state. We are not able to meet up with that. We don't generate enough revenue. We had an extensive conversation about that as well. So yes, only 7 of Nigeria's 36 states have set up an implementation committee. So I'm guessing the other ones are still lagging, probably because they think they cannot afford to pay. But in an exclusive interview with the Prince, the deputy president of the Nigerian Labour Congress Political Commission, Professor Theophilus Ndubaku, noted that there might be a minor delay in implementing the new minimum wage due to some formalities. Now, according to him, in a real sense, signing the wage is just a small component of the main activity. This is something we call consequential adjustment that involves the calculation of the minimum wage from level 1. Step 1, from there, we will move from stage 1 to 13 all the way to level 16, the new union leader stated. So it is something that may take some time. Again, they're not going to compile them alone. Of course, Nigerians will react because how is this taking a lot of time? Some of them would ask. We have seen things being implemented, and with the speed of light, they've passed readings. We've seen, just last week, we have subversive bills, about 3 of them which came out, and it had passed second reading, even before we were alerted of those bills that were passed. As quick as possible, it had passed second reading. Why then are we talking about the minimum wage yet again? I think some of the reactions of Nigerians are very predictable most times, because you would expect them to react. It's more like you're pinching me and you are hoping that I keep quiet. Come on, you keep quiet. I'm pinching you. There's nothing you can do about it. That is the reaction that some people also did get when this announcement was made. It's not supposed to take a lot of time. If the cars that are bought did not take a lot of time, this should not take a lot of time as well. If jets can be bought, regardless of the advisory of the Senate, this should not take a lot of time as well. Some of the reactions says that why is it that when it comes to matters of the common man, it takes a lot of time? Due process is being followed meticulously as well, so that the process or the long suffering of the poor masses will remain regardless of what, the adjustments in the policies are being made. These are the reactions of a lot of Nigerians. But of course, it is expected, seeing everything that has transpired in the last couple of days, from the salaries of the members of the Senate to buying the jet, to the transaction gone wrong with the Chinese government, and all of that. But these things have very adverse effect on the government, which is a loss of credibility. The delay also undermines the government's credibility and trustworthiness, as it, failed to meet the commitment of its citizens. I know they're saying, yes, give us time. We need to follow some modalities and, there are processes we need to follow. But yes, these would undermine the government's credibility and trustworthiness as well. Now, so many things, so many effects this will have on the system. It will have like a brain drain. because the delay may contribute to a brain drain. Skilled professionals may seek better opportunities abroad, which we already are seeing happen right now. Why is it taking time? Now, some people might say, okay, yes, the minimum wage has been increased. Maybe we can manage, maybe we can do, or we can work with what we have right now. But if it's taking a lot of time, people will seek opportunities elsewhere because it is not forthcoming. These are some of the effects of this delay, in the implementation of the new minimum wage. I'd love to know what your thoughts are about that, but just so we put it out there, that is the conversation, one of the conversations we'll be having today on the General Open Banters. Now, let's go to the second, which is the Kogi governor, Usman Ododo, his approval of 1,192 additional aids, which means he had a number of them before, but we have an extra 1,192. This is coming at a time where the president has advised countlessly that the cost of governance is reduced. The cost of governance is reduced. Now, this is Alhaji Usman Ododo, of course, the governor of Kogi State, and he has approved 1,192 additional aids. This was contained in a statement issued on Monday by the Secretary to the State Government, Dr. Folashade Ayoade. Now, the aids include Yakubu Abdul Hakim, who is to serve as an Executive Secretary, Kogi State Office for Disability, 165 special assistants, and 36 special assistants. Others on the list approved by the governor are 574 ward special assistants and 290 local government special assistants, the statement read. Similarly, Ododo also approved the appointment of Alhaji Ibrahim Abdul Sadiq as the Director of Protocol, First Lady's Office, in addition to other retinue of aides. The speaker said, Ayade, she said that all appointments are with effect from September 1st, 2024. Whose purse pays the salaries and caters to the allowances of the 1,192 new aides that the governor of Kogi State has recently employed. Many times when we talk about these things here, it's not because we have personal interest of shading any governor or talking down on any president or talking down on any member of the council or the government in any way. It's just so that you can see the things that play out right in front of you. 1,192. Please, how many aides does the president himself have? The president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Just last month, we talked about a story here of a certain SUG president in a Nigerian university who employed 50 aides, who brought 50 aides on board. Immediately she was made the president, right? And right now, look at this. I always will say it. People don't just pick up characters from anywhere or pick up traits from anywhere. They have seen it somewhere, internalized it, and acted on it. But this is where we find ourselves right now. And this is a situation that we're dealing with as a country and as a people. Please do let us know what your thoughts are about these conversations we have lined up for today. The numbers to call are 090-7353-0044 or 090-97, I beg your pardon, 054450. Quickly before we start to take your contributions, let's go on a quick cash out break, and when we get back, we'll keep up this conversation. Please hang in there. I will be right back.
Please listen to this announcement. Farex Borehole. We are competent. We are committed. We simplify borehole for your borehole survey, for your borehole drilling, or any of your borehole challenges. Call us on 080-3596-5170. 080-3596-5170. You can visit our office at Goshen Plaza, opposite Jabi Motor Park, Abuja.
Christ Embassy Abuja Zone 1 in collaboration with Love World Medic Aid Vision 10,000 presents free eye surgery for 1,000 people live in the city of Abuja from August 27th and 28th, 2024 by 10 a.m. daily. Venue is Primary Health Care Center, Waru. It is a vision of our man of God, Pastor Chris Oyakilome, in helping 10,000 persons with their vision, and Abuja has the opportunity of 1,000. It is a free medical outreach for free free eye care and medical surgery outreach to the people of Abuja. Come and participate in this outreach and have the opportunity to partake in the Love World Medicaid insurance cover, brought to you by partners of the Love World Medicaid outreach. For more information, call 070-4676-5982. Christ Embassy, giving your life a meaning. Powered by Christ Embassy, Abuja Zone 1.
Eagles 102.3 FM, Abuja, here to stay.
All right, welcome back and thanks for staying with us. Let's get right into taking your reactions to the conversations that we have rolled out for today. One more time is 090-7353-0044. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning. Mata.
Yes, welcome and thanks for joining us on the show.
My name is GB.
All right, GB, quickly before we start, I'd like to say that we should endeavor to go straight to the point and, take a very short time because we have very limited time for today.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Let's go straight there.
All right, let's go.
About the minimum wages. You see, when at April, at the middle of April, the other minimum wages expired. It means that the minimum wages start from April or ending of April, or let's say first week in May.
Okay.
That means that even the government, because it takes a lot of process, that 70,000 naira is the minimum any government can pay. And when you mean minimum, 70,000 is the more any government can pay. Any minimum, it means level 1, step 1. And are you hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go on.
Nobody today is being employed at level 1, step 1.
Okay.
I think school start with level 2 or 3, step 1. So it means that you have to do what you call consequential adjustment to each of the level, up to the sector level. And it's become a percentage, meaning that if somebody's level 3, step 1 have been collecting maybe around 35, 40. By the time they implement the minimum wages, it will collect around 80, 85. So it's not that 70,000 they will start with, and it takes time. It's going to sit down to see how everybody is taken care of, from the smallest to the highest, which is PAMSEC. It takes time, but the beauty of it is that they will pay back in arrears. So there's no cause for alarm. If we take them 6 months to finish their something, according to the state or federal government, everybody will pay right from the time the other one expired, which was in April this year.
Okay.
So I don't think there's any cause for alarm.
Okay.
On the issue of Ododo, you see, Ododo is trying to create job for the people, especially the political loyalists, maybe who help in campaigning or whatever. But at the end of the day, you see that it's creating job. Me, I don't see that something. Some people are jobless, will get their job, and for the next 4 years, they will create job. Their family will be happy.
So he's
So
creating jobs.
He's taking labor. He's creating job and taking people out of the labor market. Into the labor market. That's the way I see it. He's creating job.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. He is creating jobs. Very well then. Let's keep it coming through. 09073530044 1192. He's creating jobs. It's only in the government house they create jobs. Beautiful. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Martha. This is Alami from Central Area.
All right, Alamin, good to have you.
Yes, on the appointment by my state governor, our governor, Usman Ododo, like I said early in the morning, I might not necessarily support the move, that we can consider it over-bloated. But I'm confirming to you that I know 7 of those lists who are not being paid by the state government. In fact, 5 of them are from my local government, Mopamo local government. I'm telling you my own personal experience. So when you now juxtapose with, every appointment in the 21 local government areas of the state, you arrive at this is, people that are being called upon to come and serve their states. And if I'm recognized, come and serve your state in that capacity, I will not turn it down. It's one thing to bring it to the media, let us scrutinize, but can a proper, detailed investigation be done? Let us know those who are on honorary, they are called honorary advisors, who are not drawing salaries from the state cover. And again, matter, our state is very dynamic. We have, give or take, over 15 different ethnic groups in Kogi. Kogi state is the size of the entire southeastern 5 states put together. So if you now just suppose how many appointments does Enugu government appoint, how many does Abia government, how many does Imo, how many does Anambra, how many does Ebonyi appoint? So when you now juxtapose all of these, and you're having a state that is the size of the 5 states put together, being governed by 5 governors, being governed by more than 50 senators. But Kogi has 1 governor, 3 senators, being governed by over 200 and 150 House of Assembly members. Kogi has just 21 House of Assembly members. So if you juxtapose all of this, if we are talking of, ungoverned spaces, and the Southeast is peculiar, 99%, the same tribe, the same religion, the same identity, the same culture, the same way of life. In Kogi State, it is not like that. So if we're talking of inclusive governance, we can say it is overbloated, but again, politicians will always be politicians. These are some of the things I would like for us to really have detailed information about so we can analyze them. As somebody that is very informed on the appointment, I'm confirming that most of them are not drawing salaries from the state government. These are proud, well-to-do sons and daughters of Kogi.
So they are working. So are you implying that they're working for the state pro bono?
Yes, the one I gave you, I will give you the names of those that are from my local government or from my local government.
If you can get them on call here, so that we can speak with them in person. One of the people that you know from the list. It would be nice to hear it from the horse's mouth.
I will do that. In fact,
All right.
I will not just start. I'm going to reach out to the media, to the governor.
Right.
These are things we need to speak about, to throw light into them. Definitely, I'll get back on you on this.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Alamin. The thing is, many times, again, when we make these assertions or when we make these contributions or when we're talking about these things here, it's not to antagonize anybody, basically. But 1,192. Anyways, let's be realistic about it, because I just read out this morning that only 7 states have set up a committee for the implementation of the new minimum wage. Kogi is not part of the states that have set up a committee, which means they obviously have a problem with the fact that that amount is being increased, because they might not be able to meet up, with the 70,000 naira minimum wage that is proposed by the government. The natural thing to do in such a case or in such an instance will be to cut down the cost of running, cut down the cost of governance, cut it down reasonably. If people are willing to work pro bono, that's beautiful. But having all of these people on the state accounts payroll, I think it's quite heavy right there, and it is over bloated, if you ask me. But let me know what you guys think. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, Mata.
Yes, welcome and thanks for joining us on the show.
Good morning, Abubakar calling from Google.
All right, thank you so much. Let's hear you.
Thank you. It's very wrong, because we want to justify a bloated appointment by governor of the state. Then we delete the entire Southeast. It's uncalled for. You can talk of landmass. If we are talking in terms of landmass, you can't compare a landmass of a region with a population. What is the population of Kogi State that will justify the governor of
1,000
a frivolous appointment, which they can't account for? So it's uncalled for. We must show our leaders must show effective leadership that exhibit transparency and accountability. And the Kogi State governor is acting on the street of the former governor of the state. Is more or less a errand boy of the former governor. No more, no less. Thank you. That is my take.
All right. Thank you so much for that contribution, Abubakar. Let's keep it coming through. 09073530044. Let's keep the conversation coming. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, my sister.
Yes, welcome and thanks for joining us on the show.
Thank you for job well done.
All right.
My name is Danjuma Dari, Chairman Freedom Caller Association, Major State. I'm calling from Bida, Major State.
All right. All the way from Bida. Thank you so much for joining us on the show today.
Thank you, my sister. This is my first time to join your program.
Oh, all right. This is for you.
Wonderful program.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Any day I'm be with your boy that read headline any morning. let me go to Kogi governor. When appoint 7,000, you say appointee.
Not 7,000, 1,192.
1,000. Okay, 1,000. Very unfortunately, when people are crying this time, our governor, the Kogi governor, no need to appoint this 1,000 plus something people. The same thing with our governor doing. That is why I say the governor, the problem of Nigeria, not be Mr. President and others. My sister, let me tell you one thing. Getting to 4 months now, for this speaker car, eating my brother up to now, they are not doing nothing. They don't even say anything up to now. And look at what the governor is doing now. Is he what people need this time? Let them fear God. Only 1,010 days remain for them for the city. Whether we elected them, whether we push them out. God bless you. God bless you with radio. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your contribution. Let's take a few messages. Now, hold on. Right. This one says, good morning, Matha. This is the one and only James from Suleja. Hi, James. I hope you're having a good day. Now, he says, we already have a defense from our resident defendant, so there's really nothing much to say about it. And it begs to question how and why the Southeast came in for comparisons. Someone comparing the dynamism of a state bigger than the entire Southeast in landmass, but smaller than Anambra in population. Anyways, Martha, finally, just like I mentioned yesterday, the NNPCL have admitted subsidizing the price of petrol for a while now. And in their defense, they haven't been paying the money to individuals, but instead been paying for the shortfall in price. And laughable. On the minimum wage structure, we all know it's all delayed tactics. But then, what can we say or do as Nigerians? That is James from Suleja. Now, let's take this voice note. Okay, let's take this message and then we head on to that. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Mata.
Yes, welcome and thanks for joining us on the show.
My name is Bibi Blessing.
All right, Bibi Blessing. Good to have you.
You know the question where you ask us about? Who say, why is say this minimum wage? Some people now, they never still pay there. Why is it say our house is delayed to pay? But when he reach their own side, when he reach their own governor side to pay, they are all know they actually know they delay. Our small money was supposed to reach. Our small money was supposed to reach our hand. They no pay. They say they still they process it. They still they process it. I don't really understand. Money when they pay by jet. How many people sit down process the money or before they pay? I don't really understand. Some governments now they no fit pay their workers. They still holding. And now what we are saying now, see Yaya Bello matter. Nobody can tackle it now. They still want to claim more jobs. What of people that they did for the job already? How much they don't pay them? They don't receive their own minimum wage. The answer say no. All these people now to just employ them, they don't go work. Our money go just they enter their account. Now she say this one me no. Please make these people sit well. Oh. Because they are suffering. We have been crying every day for this radio. Nobody can listen for us. But what they go belong to them, if a motor they want to buy for senator, it not go take time. If a jet they want to buy for themselves, it not go take time. Why is this a common man? Oh, people when they work every day, they take time. Why is this be like that? When we have our president, I know that when this Nigeria want to divide now, that plane you go take December, but before you go December, you go block airport. And they tell you the truth, we are hungry. We are hungry now. I'm telling you, make they do the needful. Make they do the strike them, make they do the needful. Our boys have been here. You know what here, but I want to ask our president, no get wife, where they close to him, to tell her how we hunger, you know, how they hungry every day, so it cannot come down, nothing, the price of things continue to increase. Now busy doing all that thing, then I continue. God will judge them.
All right, Bibi Blessing, thank you so much for your contribution. Let's keep it coming through, guys, on 09073530044. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Mata.
Yes, welcome and thanks for joining us on the show.
One of the most presenter in the whole world.
Hey.
I love hearing your voice all the time.
Thank you so much. That means a lot. Thank you so much.
thank you very much for the work, job well done.
All
and
right.
after this call, I want you to tell us your social media handle so that we can follow you there.
All right, absolutely. Thank you so much for that.
All right. Pertaining to the appointment of Kogi State Governor, I am from Kogi State.
All right.
They are getting it. The
Yeah.
appointment is a call for.
Okay.
Now, I laugh at people saying it's creating employment for the people. Is that a way to employ people? Okay, talking about employment, you discover that if any government is creating a procedure for appointment, the appointment does not base on political party. I don't know if you understand. But check around all the people they give appointment. They are all APC members. Is that appointment? Very, very uncalled for. How many since he entered that particular seat, what has he done to benefit the entire Kogi State people? What are they benefiting? So unfortunate, matter. Please do what to tell us your social media handle, please.
All right, thank you very much for that. Right, guys, let's keep the conversation coming through. What are your thoughts on this? The new appointments made by the Kogi State Governor, Usman Ododo, and yes, of course, other stories that we have, the delay in the minimum wage. Now, yes, let me bring to our attention that Abia State has confirmed the first monkeypox patient in that region. Please do stay safe out there again. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Madam Massa.
Yes, welcome and thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much, Madam Speaker. Dr. Lajide from Wuseson, please.
Dr. Olajide, how are you doing?
I'm good.
All right, it's
My
good to have
regards
you.
to all the callers, the listeners, in and around Abuja and its environs.
All right.
Madam Speaker, when people like us talk about the inadequacies in states, people will say no. And I ask, why did we even vote these people as governors? You see the one you mentioned about Kogi 1,002 people. That one is even lesser compared to other states. There is no governor in this country that is not in more than 1,008. And it's only for them, just for political reasons, for them to canvass vote, to share things for people around where they were appointed, for them to get votes in another election. Now, but what is the point now is this: these people you are appointing, that all these governors are appointing, what is the socio-economic benefit to the state? Are they for agricultural development? Are they for mining? To say, okay, in these places where you appointed these people, let them be the supervisor for mining, for the state to generate employment and to generate money. But it's not. They are only just political appointees for them to canvass votes. That is what is happening in all states of Nigeria. Look at the minimum wage you are talking about. Only 7 states have. Do they want me to constitute any committee? There's no need for constitute a committee. Call your commissioner for finance, call your accountant general, call head of service of your state, call labor leader. Let them go into it. We will 7,000 have been approved. What is our capacity? Let them work it out. But they are now constituting committee to waste time. And people will say we should leave these people. Leave them for what they were fitted for. And when they were campaigning, they were telling us they can do it better. They can make the state viable. But yes, see what they are doing. And if you question them, people will say no. Don't question them. They collected allocations. They collected generated money. Tons of money is going to them. But nothing to show. If you ask why these people are doing like this, say no. It is not them. It is president. President should provide governor to do the work he campaign to do.
All right.
Madam Speaker, we can't continue like this. Let's hold these people responsible and accountable. God bless Nigeria.
All right.
Bless
Thank you
people
so
FM.
much. Thank you so much, Olajide, for that contribution. Let's take a few more messages before we head out. Now, this one says, hello, Martha. My name is Ifeanyi calling from Lokogoma. Someone is comparing the whole of Southeast to Kogi State in landmass. Yet, it's one of the poorest states in Nigeria. A state that almost the whole of the land is underdeveloped. Well, I have nothing to say to such a person who has been blinded by what he gets from a failed government. That is Ifeanyi on that one. Now, this one says, Martha, the population of the state is not what determines the number of appointments. Like I said, Kogi is a dynamic and heterogeneous state, and Southeast came to my mind because I'm speaking fact and geography. Again, I can confirm that a substantive number of that appointment from Kogi State governor are honorary. Some of them on the list are well-to-do sons and daughters of Kogi State that are coming on board to use their resources, knowledge to improve the state. They are not drawing salaries from the state government. This is also Alamein from Central area. I also will try and do my research. I can get my hands on a few people to confirm whether or not they actually are being paid, or this is a pro bono service from the government. Now, or to the government rather. This one says, hello. No, let's go. This one says, good morning, Martha. How can a state governor that a court is still trying his status as a governor is appointing almost 2,000 people as special advisors? What are they advising him on? Some gullible ones are supporting this nonsense. GB can defend anything as long as it is in APC. This is Ayodele Stanley. Thank you for your contribution as well. And I'll be waiting for Alamin, honestly, to get my hands on those people so that we can have verified information here, very, very much accurate information here. As soon as I get my hands on those people, we definitely will keep talking. But let's take a few more calls, and then when the messages drop, we will be right here. Hello, good morning to you.
Oh, good morning, Martha.
Yes, welcome and thanks for joining us on the show.
Thank you. This is Comrade Harun on the line.
All right, Comrade, it's good to have you join us. Talk to us.
I'm a core guide by birth and by state of origin.
All right. Tell us about it.
I'm always interested about Kogi issues.
Okay.
To me, the governor is just being misled.
Okay.
Because most of those appointees, 80% of them will not have a face-to-face interaction with him. I'm telling you. So what are they advising him on? And they call them as a special advisor to the governor. It's just a way of appreciating them for their loyalty to the party, for giving him their support. But in my own opinion, that is not the way of appreciating your party members or the good people of Kogi State. You can create jobs for them.
Exactly.
They can be employed. We have entrepreneurs that you can even enroll them on the skills. Matter, Kogi State is one of the poorest states in Nigeria.
I agree.
I came from Kogi. I'm telling you fact. Most of the job my people are doing there is Okada, bike. And on market day, that is where they get their money. So is that a state that will be, is that an employment taking 1,000 plus as aid? What are they doing? What are they reporting to you? To me, it's just anyway, what some color is not paying from the state government account, but whatever. Okay, are they doing charity work? Matter. Is that a charity work?
Anyways.
No, let's pick the fact. Is that a charity work? Even though it is a charity work, first, second month, that nobody appreciates you. You use your money for transport, you use your money to do research. Nobody is there to compensate you back. Do you think you will continue? Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much, Comrade, for that contribution. And yes, this will bring us to the end of the conversations for the General Open Banters. I see your phone lines. The phone lines are still beeping, but sadly we'll not be able to take any more calls. But this is pretty much everything that we have here. But yes, let's keep the conversation going through. I mean, tomorrow we'll have other conversations on the General Open Banters. Now, the next hour, we're talking agropreneur. And yes, it's where we get to talk about agricultural activities. The political situation situation of the country is one that will always be on the news, and it's one that will always continue to deliberate about. Not because we want to put any state or governor or any government parastatal in a bad light, but because if there's need for improvement, then definitely there should be improvement. Thank you for lending your voice today in activism. Really, really appreciate every single one who has called and sent out messages. See you in the next hour. Please keep it locked in. It's Martha of the Meet the Extra Show, and I will be right back. So yes, just because you asked, you can follow me across all social media platforms as Martha Alu, and on Instagram is Martha_Martha. That Martha for Instagram is spelled MARRTHA _MARRTHA. And let me also remind us that Eagles FM is live across all social media platforms. We're currently on Facebook and on YouTube as well at Eagles FM. Please like the page, follow us, subscribe to the page rather, and share our videos, comment, do everything that it is you can to ensure that the word about us and all the programs that we have lined up for you is spread across, every part of the country. Now, you can follow us across all social media platforms on Twitter, which is now X, on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, and yes, at Eagles FM Abuja. Like, follow, let us know that you are so person from Eagles FM, and definitely would give you a shout out for that. Thank you again. Until we meet in the next hour, stay put.
Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, here to stay.
Tap in and turn it up all day. This is Beyonce.